What's up, guys? Dcinemas here, bringing you another quick review. This time of Arrow Season 4, Episode 17, Beacon of Hope. Okay, I should get into this by just saying how I feel for the Arrow so far. It started out really good. The whole show started out really good, and this is another show that I might review down the line as a standalone review. But I kind of feel like episodes like this is the reason why it kind of deters me from it a little bit, because the writing is just little by little. But it's not like Supergirl levels of bad to me. It's still pretty good. I'll still watch each episode because sometimes the writing is still really good, which I'll get into this episode. The good parts first. So spoilers for the last episode. Felicity's not around. I'm still completely done with the team and all that stuff. At least she wishes. Since now she's split from Oliver, she can't work with him anymore. Still loves him and stuff, but just like, no, can't do it. Gotta let us go. So Oliver's taking it semi well, beating the crap out of everybody, yelling at Curtis, which I'll get to him later. But yeah, they're like training and everything, so he's taking out his frustration out during the practice and everything. And you can tell he's trying to work past the whole Felicity thing. And so since Felicity's not around, she's working at Palmer Tech, and you find one of the old villains from before. I forgot her name. It's the chick who controls all the bees. If you remember, she was actually on The Flash, I believe it was. She wasn't even originally on Arrow. It was when Felicity was doing a crossover on Flash, and she showed up and she helped Barry and all the others beat her over there. So she finally came back into this episode, which is why I said Felicity wishes she could be out of the game, you know what I mean? Out of the team, because the stuff just comes back at her anyway. And the bee chick was looking for the implant that's in Felicity's back, and since that's the only prototype there is, like, yeah, I want that one. Because apparently, as you find out, she's going paralyzed. She has a tumor, and the only way to get it out is by surgery, and by doing the surgery, she'll go paralyzed from the waist down. So she wants it, to walk. So yeah. So she uses her bees, and she basically traps Felicity and as well as Speedy, Thea, in this building. And so Arrow and them are just trying to figure out how to get her out. And since Curtis is sick, he wasn't working over there that day, so he's out of the building. But when he sees on the news what was going on, he tries to look for Oliver, which it's just that easy. I mean, he has a phone that they get that Green Arrow, I believe if I remember correctly, Green Arrow gave it to him before, or someone gave it to him, and he was able to track it back to the bunker where Arrow and them stay, their little hideout. So it's like anyone can just, like, there's not even any fingerprint recognition or anything. He just walks in. Okay, I mean, anyone can just find the elevator. Seriously, he doesn't need a tracker for that. You can just walk up to the elevator, boom, and you go all the way down. Like, it's just that easy. What secret layer though? It looked like an elevator just opened up, but whatever. That's not even my gripe with this episode. I actually like Curtis as a character. I actually like him. He's like Felicity Smoke, but he has a certain charm to him also. So he ended up being the Felicity for the day. He finds out who everyone is, and he's like trying to help hack these bees and all that. And so he does that. Arrow tries to go and save. They fail the first time. I'm just gonna skip over that because it's not that important. They kind of just go through that anyway. They find out that the bees are updated and stuff like that. Like they learn, so you can't just hack them. If they block it, they're able to learn from that, so they can happen again. So they have to work around that. And so when Green Arrow gets stung, they're multiplying it in. But like I said, they get rid of that. It's like just a little side plot. So the main thing is they go and they try to get Felicity back again. And the bees, this is one of the dumb things about the episode for me, honestly. The bees form a dude for Arrow to fight. I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. Not because it can turn into a person. I have no problem with it turning into someone. What I find stupid about it is, dude, they're a bunch of bees. I know it's to give Arrow a fucking chance, but it's so ridiculous. They could just form around him, sting the living shit out of him, and kill him, or whatever it is. No, they turn into a man so that Arrow has a fighting chance. You're a bunch of bees swarm the shit out of him and go, what the fuck? I thought that was so stupid. And they do this twice. So yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, Curtis figures out a way to input a virus if they start updating, so that kind of works a little bit, not really. And then something else that's I thought was kind of stupid. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but Felicity to help Arrow fight this fucking man bee. It's not even. I still find that dumb. But she grabs the lamp, breaks the lamp, sticks him with the electricity. And this is a whole metal lamp, okay? With the amount of electricity that was being output into that fucking bee, I would expect some of that electricity to run down the metal fucking lamp and shock the shit out of her too. But what the fuck do I know? So yeah, I don't know. I may be wrong on that one, but I kind of feel like that was a problem too. So yeah, there's that. Shit. And then, no, we don't even get to the fucking slap in the face part yet. Like that was just dumb. But at the very end, because Dark is trying to get out, he's trying to figure out why is my men not coming after me to break me out of prison. Merlin's just like, yeah, bro, nah, no one likes you. Like, no one's coming to find you, dude. I'm telling you. And so he's done with him. And so instead, Dark reaches out to him and is like, dude, I have another ace in the hole. And Merlin's like, hey, so our mutual friends don't want Dark around, but our mutual friend came back to me with a message and says that you're his ace in the hole. So what should I call you? Mr. Diggle? Wah, wah, wah! Turns out it's fucking Diggle's brother, the guy who we thought was a double agent before, helped him, and I forgot he was even in the show, and you can kind of blame that on the break that happened, I guess, but I just thought we were kind of done with him, and then they just bring him back to be the ace in the hole. It's like, I'm not surprised. I'm not in awe about what happened. I'm more like, really? We're doing this? We're doing this? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But by this point in the show, I'm just kind of like, let's wrap it the fuck up, because the story has it just keeps dragging and dragging and dragging, and then they put all this dumb shit, and then they put this, and if I watch all the episodes side by side, maybe I'll feel better about it. But I just thought we were done by the time he saved his brother, met his brother's daughter, and all this stuff. I thought he was actually improving as a character. I'm like, okay, we can move on from the I'm in a jail cell thing. We're done with him being an asshole. We're just gonna move on. Nope. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because of how I feel about the situation, but I just felt like this came out of nowhere. Even though it's not surprising, I don't know. That doesn't even make sense to me. But yeah, I just feel like they did it just so they can get Dark back out of prison, so he can kill somebody, and we find out who's in the grave, and then we can be done with the season finally. I just don't know anymore, man. I'm on and off with this show. It's like I still like it, but then it has shit in it that I don't like. But that's just me. You guys can like this episode. I have no problem with that. This is all just my opinion. And just because of this episode doesn't mean I hate the show. It's just things like this that deter me from it. Like a deterrent. It deters me away from it. And this is just a little bit. There's still good moments. Like I like the whole the talk between Felicity and Oliver. I like that in the last episode also. The connection between everybody when they're talking, just everything. The writing is good in places, but it's just the some of the concepts, like the bee thing was just like them forming a guy was just. I don't have a problem with that, but to give Arrow a fighting chance, that's so dumb. So dumb. It's like the one thing I forgot to mention in Supergirl last episode, or the last review I did, One thing that bothered me in that episode, I'm surprised I forgot, was when Silver Banshee just punches Supergirl in the face and knocks her down. I'm like, yeah, Silver Banshee's a fucking human. A human. She has the screechy thing, but a normal punch should not knock Supergirl down on her ass. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's what this episode did in Arrow. They formed a man to give Arrow a fighting chance when they would have easily swarmed him and kicked it and just demolished his ass. I mean, you have how many bees there? Why would they form a guy? Anyway, that's just my opinion. You can hate my opinion. That doesn't matter to me. It's just my review of it. You may not like my opinion, but agree to disagree. It doesn't really matter. If you like the episode, that's perfectly fine. I don't hate the episode. I just find some things to be kind of wrong with it. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to what's happening next. I wanted to see this whole Damien Dark thing wrap the fuck up already. Yeah, and maybe after season 4 is all done, I'll do a review of the whole show. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.